Welcome back to the show. Reed, back at it again, boy. How you doing?
New day.
New day. Shark Week. Is it still Shark Week?
Do you pay attention to Shark
I
Week?
love Shark Week.
Do you
dude.
really?
As much as I hate sharks, love Shark Week.
I don't understand what Shark Week is.
A week
Is it
full
just,
of sharks.
Is it just like that's all it is?
Pretty much.
Is it just?
Would you ever go? So what gets me is cage diving. Would you ever cage
the
dive
one
with
where they go-
sharks? Because I've watched this movie. It was, I think it's called,
Jaws?
No, it's called like 37 meters down, and they're in like a cage,
Mm-hmm.
and the chain snaps, and they sink all the way to the bottom, and then they get like terrorized by sharks. But
I think
ever since I saw that, I'm like, you can't get me 10 feet
think they put-
close.
if
that.
I might.
I ain't going
This
near a
might
cage.
not be right, but I'm pretty sure they put a key on the lock, like of the cage, in case something like that happens. 'Cause
But
what's
if
a-
you're-
what's a shark gonna do? Open it?
Dude, you'd never at the bottom of the ocean, dude. There's probably some freaking creatures that have thumbs or something.
Yeah, but you could stop it. Like say you're going down and you're like, oh shoot, I need to.
Okay,
get out
hold
of
on.
here.
You're telling me from the time the crane breaks and you're sinking to the bottom and it gets darker and darker, you're gonna be like, oh, let me just grab this key. No,
All right, I feel
things
it.
falling,
Okay, but yeah.
and then Jaws eats you.
How
or
big are
something.
the doors for them?
I don't know. This one was a very small cage, so it was probably like me to you.
Because they don't do where they lock it from the top, right? They lock
Oh,
it.
God.
They lock it from the side, huh?
I don't know.
I feel like you know what I'm gonna.
I saw this
going
one
to
on
make
Shark
one.
Week. I think it was 2 years ago, Shark Week, and it was the shark comes full speed, nose dives into the cage, bends the bars.
What?
Dude,
Like was this
he
like
wanted
this
these
wasn't a
people.
movie? Right?
No, this
was.
was a doc. It
Oh,
wasn't even a documentary. It was just people filming. But they did one, I think, like 4 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and it got my dad. It was a mockumentary, so like a fake
Oh,
documentary.
yeah.
But my dad didn't know that, and it was about Megalodon, and it was this whole thing, and it looked pretty real. Like if they made like a real news story and stuff. My dad was like, "Dude, I can't believe this happened," and I was like, "Dad, I think
What is Megalodon?
the giant shark,
Like Jaws?
bigger than Jaws, dude. Eat Jaws 10 times."
Oh my.
Because it used to be like it's proven that it was a creature. It's a question
Uh-huh.
whether it still is a creature. I think
Mm.
it is. That's debatable, but
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of weird stuff in the
what's your
ocean.
like? What animal are you most scared of? Like if you came face to face with it, you'd shit your pants.
Probably mountain lion
Really?
because they're
Are they
the
dangerous?
well. They're the thing is it just depends. If you run into one and it like runs off, you're good. But like say you're near its den or you're like slowly getting there, that thing will stalk you until it makes its attack.
Stalk
Like
its prey.
it'll stalk. Like that's what they're known for. Like especially if you see one and you follow it,
Mhm.
they'll set you up. They'll go down, hide in like a little area, and they'll
bastards.
watch you.
These damn commies.
And they'll just wait for you to do something. They're scary though. But the thing, I don't know.
I'm afraid of gorillas. Dude, if I come face to face with a silverback gorilla, oh my god, I can't tell you the bowel movement that I will have.
If you went face to face with a gorilla.
Dude, those things
Yeah.
they're humans.
Mm-hmm.
But on on like double time steroids.
Yeah, plus they don't have the mind of like
Yeah, they just want to kill you. They just want to rip your face off. Have you seen that? Like one person, a girl, like her neighbor had a orangutan or something, and the orangutan got loose and ripped her face off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dude, first of all,
Would
who
you get
has
a
an orangutan? It's bad.
would you get a
Plot
baby
twist.
monk like a the
Dude,
smaller ones?
oh, I would hug that thing so good.
You know,
I would have
when,
that better than a kid. I wouldn't even want a kid. I would want a little baby monkey.
think-
Until it gets to what is it in ape years? Like, is it like dog years? Or it's every 10 years or 1 year or whatever.
I have no clue. I haven't
Whatever.
really.
But yeah, once it gets to like 30 and ape years,
Uh-huh.
you gotta let it go, or it's gonna kill you.
Yeah, they have like in Australia, they have this like little monkey petting
Australia,
farm.
They're crazy there, man.
But like they tell you do not look the monkeys in the eyes. They'll attack. You remember like on The Office when Dwight says like
yeah,
what's he say?
that's with dogs too.
Mhm.
If you stare at your dog, like I test my dog out.
mhm.
If you stare at his eyes and he looks away, that means he loves you. That means he doesn't want to hurt you. But if you look and he just keeps staring, like it's like you might want to.
I do that. My dog does that to me. I'll stare and she'll just keep
My dog
staring.
ever
at me.
snaps at me, dude. Oh God.
You'll give Michael Vick
Oh God. Hey, Vic did his time.
dog fighting.
Dude, I remember when that happened. I had a poster of him like on the Falcons, put it on my dartboard, just throwing darts at it. It's like, take
When
that.
did that happen? That was
That was
a
like
long
06,
time
I feel like 07.
06?
06, 07.
Man,
It was like
Oh.
right when I moved up here. But
Oh.
back to the animals.
Okay.
What do you think's the least deadly animal?
Least deadly?
Do you think like turtles? You think anybody's ever died from a turtle?
I know they've
look that
attacked,
up.
but I don't think they've died. Ooh, least.
I'm gonna look that up. How many people
I feel like squirrels they could get
have
rid.
been killed?
Well, yeah, it depends. Like if we're talking about things that kill you or things that don't.
Well, least deadly.
Okay, least deadly. I'd say like. I don't know,
Oh my
a
God.
squirrel or a mouse? Well, no, because mouse might be carrying some weird stuff. They might all be.
Can turtles?
Or
oh
a
my God.
what? Turtles? Yeah, they're vicious.
Yeah, dude. They're like it says on average 10 humans
Yeah.
die each year.
Yeah, they're. I mean, you've seen how big some of them get. In
I don't
the
care. Those
ocean.
things are so slow. How do they sneak? They can't sneak up on you.
Well, the ones in the ocean, they could swim fast.
Not really.
You know what makes me sad is when the what are they called? The sea turtles when they lay the eggs on the beach, and the little babies are run towards the water, and they just their spurs come down, and it's just like only like I think they said they give birth to like it's a lot, but only a few make it.
Oh, how about the what's the animal that it so it like it births? Is that the word births?
Birth.
It breathes. It breeds 10 babies,
Uh-huh.
and it says like the mother will eat 8 of them. I think it's like hamsters.
Hamsters do that?
Yeah, it's something. They'll eat their babies if it
Aw.
like doesn't live up to par. So
I think
talk about pressure. That kid. God, if I act up, my mom's gonna eat me.
Well, it's weird is that a funny thing too, like I guess like hamsters, even chickens do. If there's something wrong with like a baby, say the baby can't walk or it like has something
God.
wrong with it, like it's like say it has maybe like I don't know 2 heads or something, the mom just acts like it's not hers.
Oh,
Doesn't feed it, doesn't
That's
do
sad.
anything. And
That's
just,
sad.
She just lets it sit there and die, or
Oh.
you know, or they kill it. Either one.
oh, it's like
Ah.
how about baby birds? Like they'll be sitting on the nest of the top of an oak tree, and like mom's like, all right, wakes up, all right, kids, kicks them off,
Yeah.
and if they either
gotta
flap
fly.
their wings or they die. Like,
Oh.
man,
Yeah,
tough love.
I watched one where it was like they were jumping off of a cliff. Did you ever see? I don't know.
Jumping off the cliff?
There was like these
Can penguins
birds-
fly?
Penguins?
Yeah.
I
want a
I
penguin.
mean, I think they could probably like maybe flutter a little bit.
I want a penguin, dude. Imagine a penguin running around here.
You know, the penguins. What is it? They're with their partner for life. Isn't that
That's
adorable?
love right there.
Yeah.
That's love.
Yeah, they're like with them till the end. You know, the seahorses. The males give birth.
That must hurt.
Yeah, and they do
Where's
like
it
a
come
weird
out
thing,
of?
like their stomach.
That's where
They-
babies come from.
I know,
That's
but
where I
they
used to
do-
think babies
They
come
go like
from.
this. They like do this like weird thing, and they like will just shoot out a bunch of these little.
Oh, I've seen that.
seahorses.
Yeah, it's hot.
The dude does. The
Looks
dude
like it's
does
just an
it.
instant release.
Oh yeah, dude,
like,
it's
oh.
so weird looking.
No, yeah. Ooh.
I
I
used
used to think that babies came out of the stomachs.
I know, I did too. Like
was
I thought
oh,
they cut
yeah,
open.
I'm
Which,
like,
that's kind of right.
That's how I was born. It
Yeah.
was cut. 'Cause
You
I
know
came
how,
out
you know
20
how I
pounds.
came out? Umbilical cord wrapped around.
Yeah,
their
I did
neck.
too. Or it was even me or my brother. I think that's like a common thing. Like,
Yeah, they come out
you
and
just
they're
gotta take a pocket knife. Cut
yeah, I
that
wasn't.
thing out.
I don't know how long I was sitting there because I wasn't breathing. I just came out and there was no crying. And they were like, "Yeah, 1 second," and they were like acting like everything was
Have
fine.
you seen when a baby's born? It holds it upside down and they slap their ass
What?
to make them cry. I'm not kidding. Look it up after we're done with this. When a baby's born, it comes out like a slimy little ball.
Well, yeah, they'll probably be like, "I don't know."
no,
They're
and
like
then
full
it,
on
like,
hitting.
No, it is that thing. It's
Is
like
this
on
in another country?
no, it's like a baseball game when you hit a double, and when you get back into the dugout, like people are taking their day out on your ass. The doctor will hold the baby's feet up like they're holding up a little trophy fish, and like slap their ass and like their back, and like until the baby starts crying, dude. I shit you not.
Yeah,
Babies are getting beat right out of the womb.
Yeah, with me when I wasn't crying, they just grabbed me and were like, "Everything's fine," and they ran over and they were like
Nobody
doing like
panic.
CPR, and
Nobody panic.
and then I finally started breathing.
Clear.
I was also supposed to be a girl. The doctor said I was a girl when they did an ultrasound, and then I came out a boy.
Plot twist
Yeah.
of the century.
I didn't
man.
want people telling me what to do, so I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna be a boy."
Nah. Well, isn't it like I think in the womb you have like both body parts, and like at some point it decides like If you're gonna be a boy.
Yeah,
or
but I
girl.
think it's like early on. Like
Okay.
I think when they do the ultrasounds, they already know.
Am I sitting with a girl right now? With
No,
a beard?
no, I'm good. I have one barely,
Bearded
but
bros, huh? Look at us. Just a couple facial hair guys.
I used to. They
It's
used
my
to be more,
quarantine
but I
beard.
had to. That's your.
I just haven't shaved.
Are you? You? I mean, it's not bad. You could do like the Wolverine look,
Dude, that guy, Hugh Jackman is a handsome man, dude.
right?
Handsome
And he
man.
can sing
he's
and dance.
yoked. Dude, he can sing and dance.
You know,
his
he
ass
used to.
off.
He used to be really skinny, like a twig,
Facts.
before X-Men.
You're capping.
No, I'm not- well, because he came from like what is it, musicals and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when he wanted to
I'm
be
a big musical guy. I love musicals.
I do love musicals.
Dude, I wish I could be in a musical. I remember, like, in high school, I saw Grease. Like, our school did Grease.
I built.
I
part of
sat
that
there and I
set.
was like, this should be me. I was
know-
like,
I
I
really
could
wish-
could blow the roof off of this place. if
I
did that.
actually would have probably done that. Like it's fun.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if I'd be in a performance though. I don't know if they'd want me to.
They don't want that kind of talent. You know, it's too much talent.
What if you just start doing your own thing, not going on the lines?
Just bust out a solo and like during the middle of the
Yeah, I built part of that set. I don't mean to brag or anything. but-
carpenter man works with his hands.
Yeah, I was set design, and they were like, "All right, put this together," and I was like, "I guess," you know. Yeah, so I built part of it. Didn't mean to brag.
Hey.
I have experience in theater. I got offered a job
I did too.
with theater.
Yeah, I did a play in 4th grade, and I think I did this. I think I talked about this on a video, not a podcast.
You know what? Yep, I remember
And,
this.
Yeah, I blew the roof off the place. And the lady that was helping my class ran like a little acting school, offered me a scholarship to come and act.
Was she from Grass Valley?
I think so. Her name was like Shannon or Sharon. Starin, one of those. But yeah,
And she had a
she
school
came up to
here?
me after and she was like, she was almost in tears, I think. Like, that's how beautiful
What
the
play was
performance
it? Do you remember?
No idea. It was like a mixture of, it was like, like the school I went to, it was, I don't know why. I feel like it's just our middle schools and elementary schools around here.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a lot about the gold rush. 'Cause
you
obviously
did
our
the Gold
heritage.
Rush play, right?
It was like a mixture of a whole bunch of things,
Yeah,
though.
we did.
But there was like one where I was a rapper. I was a rapping monk. I had to earn that part too. Had to rap in front of the class, bust it out, "Lose Yourself" by Eminem, dude. They were like, that was great, dude.
Did you lose yourself in the play?
No,
Okay.
that was just to get the part. I had to put my life on the line just to do it.
Was this like a high school doing their senior project?
No, it was just a
Oh.
play. But yeah, I bust out that. I get that part, and then they're like, "Wait, this guy can dance too." So and then I went. I remember I had to like.
He's a man of many traits.
No, I was in so many scenes like back to back because I was the star of the show. I swear, I was headlining, and
I was headlining.
I had to rap in a monk, and then I run off. They ripped it off. I had to put on a suit, and then I was doing like this Esperanza dance with some lady, and they didn't give me a belt. I remember this. They didn't give me a belt, and so my pants are falling, and I come in on one of the things, and it was like sliding, like I slide towards the girl, so styling, dude. But my pants are falling off. I'm holding them, still busting out the moves. Then they had to take off that and put on another costume. I was like, God, guys, slow down. What an intermission.
So when you were little, you liked like musical stuff.
I didn't like to admit it, but yes.
Did you like High School Musical when you were younger?
No, never seen it.
Really?
Never seen it.
When I was younger, I loved it, and I would never tell my friends.
I like Zac Efron now. I like Zac Efron.
Yeah,
So I could see myself liking him, but I'm not gonna watch it.
I think don't watch it. It doesn't age well. I was like, when I remember when that Disney Plus came out, I was like, let's go back to the good old
Yeah.
days. And I put it on, and I was
A
like,
little nostalgia.
it's like too cringy for nostalgia, and you're just like, maybe we'll turn this off. But
After that play, though, I had to leave early after all my part. After I blew the roof off, standing ovation. I didn't even get to do like the end curtsy or whatever. I don't think a guy curtsies, but the bow.
the bow.
There you go. The bow, not the curtsy. The bow. I had to hurry up because I was playing in a major baseball game, dude.
Whoa.
And I come rolling up first inning. While I'm up to bat, I'm pulling up my belt, and then I get in there, made it just in time, so they didn't have to bench me. Struck out.
I saw.
Got Cade.
I recently looked up your name to find pictures, do
All-star
artwork?
pictures, huh?
and the articles, for some reason, out of everything you've done in your life, this one popped up. It said, "What was it? A gem amongst
A gem amongst stars, baby. Don't even get me
Justin
started.
Houlihan,
My
all-star.
last year at majors, dude. I think I've said this before. At that age, I thought I was a prodigy of baseball pitching. That's how good I was at a young age because I threw a curveball at like since I could throw, which is like illegal. You're not allowed to throw curves at that age. But
Oh,
my
really?
dad was the coach, and we were hucking curves, dude. I didn't even have a fastball. It was curveball.
Weird. Why
Curveball.
don't they do that? Because
It's to save the kid's arm because my arm is jacked by the
Oh,
time I got the
okay,
juniors.
all right.
But so it did backfire on me. It ended my career early. But we all stars my last major year, and yeah, all star game, pissed the whole game, dude. I thought I was the king of this town. I'm not even
were,
kidding because
dude.
there was this homeless guy named Mario that would come to our games, and like we would have a good crowd for the All Stars because it was like Grass Valley versus
Yeah.
Nevada City rivalry, about the throw blows, and no, and this Mario dude would come like while I was warming up in the bullpen. He's like, "Go Justin, you got it,
He was your hype man.
dude." And I remember like
Was this the same dude who would get kicked out of our high school games? Who was a homeless guy who would show up?
Probably. I don't think Mario's doing too well nowadays. He wasn't doing now. He was at a Little League baseball game on a Friday night. But no, we had like a parade after we won it all.
Uh-huh.
And dude, the crowd's there, and I'm walking. Mario's there
He's
again.
there.
Justin. I was like, dude, do you want an autograph? I was like, dude, I'll sign autographs.
No, you didn't.
Dude, I thought I was the shit of this town when we won it.
Mario.
And then the article comes out, a gem amongst stars.
Yeah, I was like
Walter,
reading. I was,
come
like,
on
going
now.
through.
Please,
I was like,
it's a team effort.
What is all like? I was like, there's nothing about his football. Like your football stuff was way down, but the gem,
This was the peak of my career. What can I say?
and I was like, what?
It was the peak of my life
Mario.
right there.
Dude.
That was it.
Man, our town's awesome because we have like these like homeless tweakers who are just they're dedicated to it. They'll show up. Like we had a guy.
They support the kids, man.
Yeah, we had a guy who would come to the high school games, and he would.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember? My parents told me about this guy, and I knew exactly who. He showed up to one of our practices one time, and were yelling at us to do like. He was like acting like he was running
I
drills.
think I
He
remember
was
that
going
now.
through the trash in the stadium,
I
and he was
remember
like, "Come on, boy!" Like, hi, hi, and he's like, "That's okay, like keep
I
playing."
remember
like,
that. I remember that.
and he
Oh,
was
God.
like going off, and then he was asked to leave there. But my parents said that there was a guy,
He was banned.
a homeless guy, who would show up, and he would like be yelling like very like outlandish things at the field, and they would be like, "Sir, you have to leave," and they would kick him out every single game that we had. And my parents would be like, he would always sit next to us too, because we'd be like, "Oh God, here he comes!" And he would have a trash bag over his shoulder of cans, like he would go around and pick up cans,
Oh God.
and he would just sit there and just yell at us. And they were like, "Sir, you got to leave."
Sir, these are kids.
He
You
was
gotta-
very supportive.
yeah.
Very supportive.
Now he's not allowed within 100 yards of the school.
Yeah, I don't know why they kept letting him come back.
Yeah,
anyways,
like-
and then being like, "Get out."
Oh, like, Billy, come on in. You
kept
get
doing
one more
something.
chance, okay?
Well, it was probably like people who didn't know who this guy. They were
Yeah.
just like, "All right," but you think they'd be like, "Do not let this guy in."
No, with All Stars,
Uh huh.
because it would always be really competitive, like around here. Like it was usually Penn Valley, us, Grass Valley, all
So
them.
how do they do that? It's
But
like
whoever
split up.
wins this area goes on to play Lincoln and all those things.
okay.
Those teams would kick the shit out of us.
Oh yeah, I
They
mean,
were man-childs at those age. And
Oh.
I remember, like, we made it because I was like, dude, we're going to the Little League World Series.
Mhm.
And, like, like the big deal and the Baseball Hall of Fame place. And so when we beat Grass Valley, I was like, yeah, come on. But the thing is, we had to use, like, all of our star pitchers because once you, like, pitch a game, you have to sit out, like, 2
Yeah.
games or whatever.
Mhm.
And so we had to go play, like, I think it was, like, Lincoln or something. And all of our pitchers were gotten, like, we had to use them all. And we got banged, like, 27 like 3 something because none of us.
Oh,
Yeah. So we got, more of the story, we didn't make it to the Little League World Series. Didn't make it.
you played basketball in middle school, right?
Yeah.
That always seemed like you, but you were in the because you Seven Hills,
Mm-hmm.
right? Mhm.
Red Raiders, baby.
So
Old
you were
Tide.
in like a big. I was in the small school one, and I was basically Kobe Bryant. I don't mean to brag. I was Kobe Bryant.
You were the
I-
young prodigy of small
I
school.
threw a fit at the last game. Not like a fit, like I wasn't throwing a fit, but I was so mad. So I don't think. Did you guys ever do the tournament at NU?
Yeah, end of the year tournament.
Yeah.
It was always us and Magnolia for the final.
Yeah. So
we didn't play with the small school. you
Yeah,
guys
no,
were before us.
We got moved to the women's gym, and then we got moved to the main one because there was like I think
No one's
there's an
in there
extra spot. But what was it? Did Dallas come up with like a shirt and we're like, hey, I want you to try out for the basketball team next year? Did you ever get that? Like, did he come up to like the player who scored the most points?
No.
Or like, I was so mad.
He
We had
didn't
another
give
kid.
it to you?
No. So I was the only person on the team who played the whole game. And this one kid scored 2 points more than me. He only played, I think, a quarter.
Oh,
No,
God.
he had 2 because he had something like wrong with him or something. I was out there leading the team. I was running the plays.
Your
I
point
got
guard
moved.
helping.
Yeah, I got moved everywhere. And then he was like, I see Dels with the shirt, and I was like, I better be getting that. Like, because I was a big boy too, so it was like it took a lot of effort to put in energy. And then he goes up to him and gives it to him, and they're like, oh yeah, it's a small school, so everybody knows each other. And I was like, you got to be kidding me! Like I was the only one doing stuff.
Oh, yeah. We didn't have that.
Yeah, that was.
I remember my first game at 8th grade year. I fell out at the end of the game. And
Oh.
I'm pissed, and I start kicking water bottles on the thing. I get teed up too. it was just. I think I've said this. I had anger problems in 8th grade.
Yeah,
Middle school was not the greatest time.
I
for me.
ran over a kid because the small school, it's like, 6th grade and 8th grade.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's not mostly like. Did you guys weren't? Was it all 8th grade on your team or was it everyone?
We had Dawson Fay on our team as a
Oh,
7th
okay.
grader. So
Okay.
we always had one,
Oh, all right. Yeah.
but yeah, it was 8th grade.
And so,
And then I think as like 7th graders, we had a 6th grader. We had Dawson.
Yeah.
6th grader. It was like that.
yeah. What is it? Yeah. So in the small school, it was like 6th and 8th, but it was like the teams were like mixed with that. There was like the 6th grader,
Oh no.
8th grade. Big ol' Haas Reed comes running down with the ball, and that was like my one thing was I liked hitting people because I would try to get the foul. And then I just dropped this kid. The whole place went silent, and he started hit the ground, silent. Like you can hear a pin drop, and they were like, "Oh, like we'll just do a timeout." Like, and
Yeah.
kid was crying. The parents were like mean mugging me. Like they were.
Oh, dude, I
looking
got
at
that
me.
so much because I would always try to hurt kids, like, because I was like bigger, and I was like, yeah, I am bullying you guys. Parents just hated me, but no. With regarding running over someone in 8th grade, once again, not my best year, or maybe it was 7th. It was 7th or 8th grade. PE.
Uh-huh.
We had this teacher. She was like a professional golfer, but I think she I don't know. I don't think she's a professional at anything.
She just played on a professional course. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
I think that's what it was. But she would always try to teach me, and being the young buck myself, I'd always correct her in front of the class, on certain things.
I was
So
that kid too.
we didn't get along too well. But we are playing flag football, or we're playing 2-hand touch football out in the field. And she would always get mad at me. She's like, Justin, you're not going hard enough. Justin, you're not going hard enough. Because I was like, I'm not going to go all out in PE. And so I'm like, all right, you want me to go all out? I get the ball. I'm going full speed, going towards the end zone. And a girl jumps in front of me. No. Dude, when I say I truck someone, this might have been the hardest truck I've ever let. Like, out of all my years of football, I put the shoulder down on this girl.
Did not.
Dude,
What?
Just it was beast mode. It was Marshawn Lynch going. It was Adrian Peterson hitting full speed and just boom on this girl. I know her name too. I think we went to school with her. Her name's Jenna.
Give her a shout out.
Jenna something.
Jenna, when a train's running, get out of the way.
Get off the tracks while the J train's going through. But
J train, baby.
no, I remember I was I was sitting there and I was like, oh God, what did I just do? And the teacher's like, Justin, get out of here. I was like, you told me to go hard. This is what happens when I go hard.
Did you make her? She cried. She definitely.
I don't think so, because this girl's a tough girl. This
Oh,
girl,
so she
could probably beat me up at that age.
She just took it and was just like, whatever.
Yeah, she popped up. If I would have stayed out there, she would have definitely got me back. I'm glad she kind of sent me she sent me off the field, the teacher. She's like, Justin, get out of here. I had to go talk to a counselor or something. No, but I think I had to go talk about it. But I'm glad she sent me off, because that girl would have kicked my ass probably at that age. This girl was scary.
Oh man.
She was
PE
was a
class was
beast.
rough for me because I would always, So it would be taught by the teacher who would teach everything else at the school because literally there was only a couple kids.
Typical small school.
And I was like,
Oh yeah, I played a
would-
little t-ball. I
Yeah.
can teach some baseball here and there.
yeah, and I would always be like, this isn't like how you do this. Like, oh, why can't we be aggressive? Like, this
Yeah.
isn't right. And dude, I'm not proud of this. In dodgeball, I used to go so hard. So, and it was,
Oh, dude, dodgeball. I used to tattoo girls in the face because there's no headshots.
oh,
I was only aiming for heads.
yeah.
I was trying to. That's the
God,
fun part.
It's funny thing like middle school, how much of like you think back and you're like, I was a little dick.
dude. I'm like, who's aiming for their feet or chest? I'm going right for your nose.
Yeah, that's what they changed.
trying to
They
break
changed it to feet, and I was
We
like,
played with volleyball.
nah.
Dude, those things rock hard. I'm like myself. I was a prodigy of the pitching, dude. I was throwing heaters,
Did you
throwing
remember,
some chin music on these
remember when we
ladies.
would do football PE and we would use
Dude, that was
that would turn
was
into
fun.
wars.
Yeah,
there
dude.
was wars.
We were playing borderline basketballs.
Do you remember?
Might as well just play with medicine balls and throw those at each other.
Do you remember we built a war zone in basically the wrestling gym?
That was
There's
that,
a
that was
I wonder
awesome.
if I could find the video, but like yeah, we used a cart.
That was awesome. I remember that.
We used to use the
No,
tall.
dodgeball, dude. In middle school, and they're like boys versus girls. Like, get ready for
Yeah, they
it's
couldn't do
about
that
to be
at my
World.
school.
It's
There was
about to be
only, like,
World War Three. At my school, it was, and these girls were always so competitive. You know how girls at young ages so competitive at everything. God, they're like 10 times more competitive than guys.
I know.
But these girls like, it would be like boys would be like yes, and the girls like lock and load, and like I'm like oh shit, they're coming. Like we used to play a fun game as Hunger Games. Not like it was a Hunger Games scenario,
Make
but
them
like
stop breathing.
it was on the field up at like Seven Hills, and there would like they put like a big old circle in the middle of the field,
Uh-huh.
and there would be like 5 guards, and everyone had to go in the forest because there was a forest surrounding us,
Uh-huh.
and we had to be out there, and you had to get into the circle without being tagged by the 5 things.
Uh-huh.
So it was like a fun thing, and. It would always be these couple girls that'd be on guard, dude, and I was not the fastest kid, so these girls would just hunt me down, dude.
They would look for the slowest
Dude,
one. Get 'em.
No, I'd be running, and these girls would just, be like, oh god, no, they would hunt me down, man. They wouldn't like
Oh.
wait by the thing; they would just go get you.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't go to
No,
a
and
big
then I
school.
remember one time trucked a person in that too. It's like I was the last kid trying to get to the circle, so I'm like, oh screw it, can we just dive in there and knock someone out?
Yeah, dude. If I went to a big school, I would have been the runt of the pack, and I was like, no way.
You would have fit right in at Seven Hills, the Red Raiders. I kind of miss middle school, honestly. I
Yeah,
used to hate
middle
it so
school was
much.
the
I was like,
prime.
dude, it was so fun.
Oh yeah.
Dude, how about at recess, going hard, sweating my ass off. I usually would score like 7 touchdowns, and then go into math class like just drenched in sweat. Like
Yeah.
it's gross.
I know the big thing was we used to play basketball. It was
Yeah,
like basketball. all the
we'd
way.
go like during the seasons. It was basketball season, but we always had double rims.
Oh yeah.
And I was never a shooter, could not shoot to save my life, so the ball was not going out.
Dude, I remember I had a going back to middle school basketball. I had a beef with I think it was
Ooh.
the school
Mid-school
Nevada
beef?
City School of the Arts. Their head coach. Their head coach was
You
a
had
girl.
beef with the Nevada City School
Yeah.
of Arts.
Yeah, the head coach.
They had,
It was
they
a
had
girl?
teams.
Yeah.
I thought they were theater.
Oh, dude, they were actually pretty good.
It was like a rivalry. If you guess, I gotta play these guys
the
again.
head coach didn't like me. It was this chick. She framed me. I got framed. She tried to say I cussed her out when I said good game, like, 'cause high five right
Yeah.
afterwards. She tried to say that.
I've had that
little
happen
sixth
before.
grade me went up to her and was like, you know what?
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Yeah, and I
before.
was like, I did not say that. Like, there's no way. So there was some beef.
did your school ever have book fair?
We weren't big enough for that.
Have you ever been to a book fair?
Yeah.
It was so cool.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I remember it was always like a fall too. It was like decent weather,
Uh-huh.
wear a nice sweatshirt, a coat, and like you go into the library and it's so colorful. You're like, this is nice. I'm not even a reader, but this is nice.
Yeah.
And
You
I
wouldn't
would,
get books though. You'd get like the cool little stuff.
I would get a book. I would get Dire Wimpy Kid, big
Oh,
big
me
diet.
too.
I just read one. Not
Did
gonna
you?
lie, last year.
It's still good, huh?
Yeah, my grandma sent it to me from Idaho, and she's like, "Thought this would be funny, you know, because
Especially
she used to
that
buy them
age,
for me."
it's so relatable. Like
It's
everything.
still relatable,
Yeah.
dude. I read that sucker in like a day, and I was like, I might read it again.
Yeah, those were good books.
No, but I remember, going in there, nice chilled, got your pea coat on, and like this is what it's about right
I
here.
bought a Tom Brady poster one time.
I used to, dude. I have that Troy Polamalu poster. That's where I got it.
Yeah, I think I might. Oh, do I still have the Brady? I used to. My dad was like, I remember coming home. I'm like, Dad, look what I got, and he was like, Why? Why do you have a Tom Brady poster?
Aren't you a Raiders fan too?
That was when. So when I was little, I was a Niners fan. My family is a 49ers fan.
God, bandwagons.
And
Bet you're a Lakers fan now, aren't you?
oh, stop. I've been a Lakers fan. But then my older brother, he went through like a weird phase where he was like going against the grain. So he's like, I'm a Raiders fan.
Ooh, rebel.
And I was like, Raiders are pretty cool. And so I just became a Raiders fan like that.
Rebel, man. Young rebel Reed.
But Lakers, I've ride or died with them.
Yeah, see, like I'm not like I don't have sports teams.
Yeah.
Like I'm a Giants fan for baseball,
Mm-hmm.
but like I don't watch. Like I'm not gonna sit there and watch a baseball game.
No, yeah. See,
I'll watch like the last inning. And like basketball, like I'll watch like the last like 2 minutes,
Mhm.
and then football, like I'll only watch like I won't even watch it.
I have a family member, and I'm not going to out them because, it's kind of sad, but they are deep into sports, like football especially, even basketball. I'm not going to out them because that would be mean.
Okay, hold
But,
on. Let me ask you something about them.
uh-huh.
Did they play sports?
Wait, yes. Middle school, but like high school did.
Okay, so
But-
that's usually what it is.
Yes.
It's the
And,
people that never really played.
yeah. And so the thing is, every time, it's like, especially since the Lakers were in the playoffs, it was like, set your TV to 24. Set the TV to 24.
Oh no.
It's good luck during the Super Bowl. The
Oh,
Niners,
God.
like, fired up, like, ready for it.
Like they're about to go into a game.
And would get mad when I would argue things about it. I was like, nope, coach wouldn't do that because, like, like a defensive formation
Yeah.
or stuff like that. And then I would always use this. Oh, did you play? Did you play?
Oh, drop that bomb on him, man.
He said,
Just put the mic
Oh,
down.
God, that used to be like almost fighting words. Like, oh,
Dude,
did
yeah,
you play?
if I was him, I'd drop your little ass. I'm
be like,
not going to get
"Hmm,
bullied
that's
by
weird."
this kid.
You played, huh?
Yeah, that's why, like, I don't, like, with sports.
Yeah, I'm not like really
Yeah,
like
man.
crazy about.
I'm
like,
not going to go nuts over. Oh, Dad, you missed a hold
Yeah.
right there. Are you kidding?
My dad's like that, but my dad just does that because my dad is so competitive, and it's like relax.
Did I play flag football with him?
No, he retired. Because
Oh,
he was
yeah.
he was so mad about it.
I remember I played flag football with you for a couple
Dude,
games.
even with like
Do you still do that?
no
Why not?
team, couldn't get a team.
Oh, thanks for the invite, man.
I know I did. I kept you still on the add-on, and I was like, I could bring Justin, and they were like, yeah, but we don't have enough players like to bring.
That's all you need.
We had
You just need me.
yeah.
We'll win it,
I
man.
remember I brought 2 friends out there, and it ruined it.
Who
Well,
was it?
I remember when you
Who
brought.
was it?
I can't say it
Is
on
it
here.
Dom?
No, that was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, Dom's terrible.
That's
at
the
flag
only
football.
time the guy who had the team.
See, when you brought like me, Ethan, Dom, you brought 2 linemen. There's linemen aren't going to do very
All
well.
you told me was that I got guys, and I was like, "Oh, all right." And then you come out with a little person and too
But jeez.
athletic.
Yeah, 2 linemen for flag football that have no hands.
Yeah, I remember.
They're a liability
Actually,
on
I think I
offense.
brought. Did we bring? No, Dom wasn't. I didn't have Dom play before that. No,
Yeah, I brought Dom, Ethan, and Chase,
I remember
and all 3 of them just sucked.
The
We
guy-
got blown out.
the guy who had the team was super nice. Every time I would bring somebody, would never be like, "Yeah, don't bring him again." He came up to me and was like, "Yeah, you could bring Justin, but maybe not them." And he was like, because remember, they had so many opportunities to score.
Oh my
Remember?
God, I remember.
Right to the hands. And they were just-
He just could not. I told you, they're liabilities on offense.
I remember me
They
and you would be
were
balling
liabilities.
out, catching, and then it would be
I remember my first play. I picked 6 for a touchdown. My first play, I was like, "This is easy,
dude, yeah, it used to get heated.
dude." And yeah, and remember that one old dude tried to fight me
That's right.
because-
Wait a minute.
Well, so it was like It was completely out of reaction because we just got done with real football, so I was like still in the physical state of mind.
That was so awesome.
And the guy's like running a slant across the middle, and my instant reaction was like, "Oh, I gotta check this guy." So I check him to the ground, and then the play was over, and this dude gets up, and he's wearing a Captain America shirt.
Yeah,
His
I
body
remember
looks
that.
like melted ice cream.
I was just like, what is going on?
He's got the Captain America shirt. He's like, "Are you kidding?" He's like stepping up, and I was like, "Dude," I was like,
If they
I
ever
didn't
do
mean
that
to.
again, we need to get a team together.
I was like, I apologize.
yeah,
No.
there was another person we know.
Remember the team that had the full wristbands on all of their players?
They were they coached at a high school team too.
Yeah, and
Yeah, they would watch
3 of
film.
them never played sports in their life.
Yeah, they would
that
watch
was their
film.
NFL.
They would watch film. They had plays, and I remember like that's what made my dad
I would quit right
heated when that's why he never played again was because he wanted to beat those guys so bad because he was like, "What is this? Like,
Yeah.
what are they doing?" And
Are
I
you
remember he
kidding?
was just like, "We lost to them," and I was like, "I know."
there. It's like, I'm done. Throws his cleats up on the telephone pole. Like, I'm done. Hanging them up.
Yeah, my dad used to love doing like the rec league type things.
Well, if I dude, the rec basketball looks fun.
Oh, it's fun. I
But, like,
played in it.
I'm still playing sports, so like I can't risk
Yeah.
it. But like,
Oh yeah, no,
it looks fun. But
Yeah, no, it's
except
actually really
once again,
fun.
you got those dudes that take it way too damn seriously.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
they're willing. They think it's the game 7, the NBA basketball.
yeah. I know.
championship.
I mean, I would do it because it's fun to still. I believe everybody should still have
Yeah, you
like
gotta
something
compete. You gotta
competitive
do
in their
something
life.
fun.
But I remember my dad used to get so mad at my brother because my brother at the time he wasn't like he kept throwing up every game. My dad, I remember-
Why? Out of
We-
shape or
No,
nervous?
we learned that there might have had something to do with the problem that he had in his
Oh.
heart. But every time you throw, and my dad would be like, "He's done. We're done playing with. Like, just go home. You don't just go."
Oh my god. No, I remember like the flag football. Like my brother, dad, and I were gonna put together a team. We're like, dude, just because like the people were winning it, we're like, dude, we can beat these guys.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
the
we're
thing
like,
too that makes you mad when
my
you lose
dad,
to
brother, and I were all like, we were gonna get like Chad Mace and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, dude, we can easily beat these guys. But then we were like sitting there like, are we really gonna try this hard to beat these guys?
It comes down to it. Where it's
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
But what I hate, what people used to do is they used to like when they weren't winning games, then they would recruit like high school kids, and then they would all of a sudden win, and they would act like they're.
They have tryouts.
There was this one. We know who it is, and I'll tell you after this.
I
He used
think I
to
know.
tie his flags.
Oh,
He was an
I
older
used to
man.
do that in middle school.
He was but he was like.
Who was it?
I'll tell you after.
Call him
this.
out right
now. No.
What a dick move. He deserves
He
to be
would
called out.
tie them, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, dude, this is like." And he would all of a sudden everybody would be like, "Whoa!" And he would break for like a 50. And everybody's like, "How did he not go down? Like that's crazy."
Dude, I used to do that in middle school. Like,
Yeah,
they can't
in
tackle
middle
me.
school.
They can't tackle me. Yeah, not
I
a,
put
not a 30-year-old
I
dude.
put together a flag football team at.
I used
my
to put
school.
together a real football team when I was first grade.
Uh-huh.
No, second and third grade. Ask Ethan and Dom because they were on my team.
Oh, Ethan.
Dude, I wanted to be a coach so bad. I brought a clipboard to school every day. I would have tryouts for these players. Full tryouts. I'm talking, and Ethan and Dom were always pissed because I made him be lineman. I was like, you guys 200 pounds at age 9. You're going to be a lineman. I'm sorry. And they're like, Ethan's like, I'm a quarterback. And I remember Dom would be like, dude, I'm a fullback. I was like, you can't. You're too slow. He's like, dude, my uncle used to play fullback, and he used to run this slow. And he'd go like this with his finger every time. I was like, I don't care. I was like, but I had full on guilt. And I remember when it ended, the reason it ended because I asked them to ask their parents to send checks for money for equipment. I was like, yeah, just I was like having a team meeting. I'd be like,
You're a
yeah,
real
just ask.
scam artist. For your check. Did somebody actually do it?
I almost. Ethan Duff's mom almost did. Almost did. I remember them asking me because I was like, yeah, just have your mom send you like $100 should do it for each of you. I was like, $100 we can get uniform, maybe get some bags, balls. And I remember Dom came back and was like, so my mom said she'll write a check, but you got to tell her what it's actually for. What are you ordering? I was like, Well, I don't know yet, but once I get the money, then
Were you angry at the junior program we have around here? Is that why
no,
you were trying
no.
to
I
start
just
one?
I don't think I was playing that yet.
Okay.
So it's like a year before I started that.
You were
And-
smart though. Send a check.
Yeah, because I would open up. I had like one of those, like East Bay magazine,
Oh yeah.
and it had all the equipment and jerseys. I was like, yeah, I can easily get all these. Just if you're, I was having a team meeting at recess, and I would cut people, dude. I'm like, you're not getting.
Sorry, we can't have you.
I remember I cut this one kid because he was wearing glasses.
Sorry, we can't have no four eyes on the team.
No, literally, I was like, I pulled him aside. I was like, buddy, I think his name was Josh.
There's
So-
the glasses. You can't be
I
playing
was
like that.
I was like, we can't have your liability if those glasses come off.
Liability. You made up an excuse.
Dude, honestly, I cut a kid because he was wearing glasses. I think it was my fault he never played sports after that.
Because he got cut from the team. Oh my
Got cut from the Deer
Sorry,
Creek
buddy. You got
Deer
glasses.
Creek elementary school football team.
Man, you were trying to run a little scam. $300.
Oh,
Mom's
my
gonna
God.
send a check, but what is this for?
Yeah.
What do we make it out to? Justin Houlihan.
I think she asked
The kid
that.
you go to school with?
What do you? What's the name? What's the chick? Just make it after Jesse. I'll
That is
put
the
down.
best story I've ever heard.
Oh God, it's hot as hell down here, man.
Oh, my
I'm sweating. Dude. That was. I forgot about that. I forgot I did that at my school in San Diego too. Before I moved up here, I had
You tried
another
to run
team.
it there too?
There's some film. I have it somewhere. I haven't seen it in years. It's probably in storage.
Uh-huh.
One of the teachers filmed me like running a practice at elementary. We were in before first grade, whatever
Mm-hmm.
grade comes before that. What grade comes before that? Pre-K? Or is that kindergarten?
I think, I guess pre-K
Well,
now.
yeah, recess. I'm running practice during recess, and I had a clipboard and everything because my dad was always a coach. So I was like, I
Yeah.
want to be like that. But yeah, dude, I cut a kid because he's old four eyes. It's like, sorry, if we throw you a ball and your glasses are off, you're gonna drop and lose us a game. I remember I was like trying to talk about, if we can get uniforms, then we can easily. I can find opponents, man. We'll play against the other team.
Oh,
Just send me a check though. Making that to Just Nguyen's tuition for
oh
college.
man.
Oh my goodness. I totally forgot. I love thinking about stories like that I haven't thought about in years.
Yeah.
But like that, I haven't
Sorry,
thought about
I-
that until just now. That was the first time in like 5 years.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like when I first.
I
met
think
you
Ethan
back
and
then-
Dom, if you ask them about it, I guarantee they remember.
Yeah,
I made them
dude.
linemen first day. Because I had like a sign up. I would sit in a chair with the count, and there was a single file line. I'd be sitting there. It was like name,
Is that
position.
what happened when they got to high school too? You pulled out the list of linemen. You went to your dad and went, "Hey, they got to be linemen."
My mic's falling.
I made this call a couple years ago.
Yeah, no, literally, it was. I would have a single file line. And
Uh-huh.
I was like,
What's going on? Are you okay
the
over there?
things unscrewed.
I'm gonna take mine out real quick just so you can fix yours.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yeah, there you go. Figure it
No,
out.
and I was, it was a single file line, and they'd come up. I'd be like, name, position,
Like you were an army recruiter. Name, position.
It was, and I'm just gonna hold it.
Yeah,
And
I
it was
think it's
literally,
easier.
If Ethan Dome came up, I'd look at their stature. It's like position. Ethan was like quarterback. Is like
You
nah,
asked-
you're center.
You asked, do you go back for seconds? All right, lineman.
No, literally, it was like that. I was ruthless, man. I consider myself the John Madden of my age. No, I expected perfection.
Were your first year of football? Were you fantastic?
I was the worst football player up until freshman year.
I had to disagree. I
No,
thought you were
so-
pretty good.
I was slow as hell. Like I was slow as shit. And I didn't like football. I was really scared of getting hit. I did not want to.
Were you really?
Yeah. Up until like freshman year, dude.
What?
Which is funny because I played varsity as a freshman.
Yeah.
So, no, not freshman, 8th grade. 8th grade to freshman, that was when I really blossomed.
Yeah.
But like 8th grade, I started to show a couple signs. Like I had some good runs on
Yeah.
offense. I had a couple good games.
You
on
did a
offense.
lot of good hits. That's the funny
Yeah,
thing.
but I was like, at some point, like I would avoid contact.
Mhm.
Years, like I don't want to mess with that guy. But then
Yeah, there were certain guys I remember.
from there to like freshman year, and like, and I was like, okay, this is fine because I started working out. But
Yeah. Yeah, there were certain guys I remember had a list that I didn't want to go against
Yeah,
at
like-
practice in middle school.
I mean, it's like that now. Like I see a guy, I'm like, see, that guy's gonna hurt to hit, but I gotta hit him. But, like,
Well, yeah, now you're just kind of like, well, I can't back down.
Yeah,
but back
like-
then you were like, yeah, avoid him at all costs.
now it's like, I'm gonna meet this guy at some point during this
Yeah.
game. It's gonna hurt, but we're gonna get it going.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I really liked playing football in middle school. Like, what do you think you're gonna have your kid play football? Like as soon as he can?
I don't think there's a point to playing at a young age. Like
Mhm.
they're just they can barely hold up their heads.
Yeah.
So like, they're just running around. But like I'd say like what age did I play? I think I started playing at 8,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, I was 9 when I started.
yeah. So I think the age I started, I didn't play Mighty Mites. Is that what
Yeah, I didn't play that
didn't
either.
play that. I went straight to junior Pee Wee. Legend. But I was just playing that. But yeah, I think around that age.
It's a
like, around
legend.
10
Uh-huh.
is a decent.
Yeah.
You gotta play. I think you have to play a couple years before high school.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, mine
middle
was prob-
school's fine. Maybe like 4th, 5th grade.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like
that's a perfect time. I think.
yeah, I
But
feel like
think you
middle
should play
school.
Baseball like early on.
Yeah, your kid should be playing sports.
Yeah, just so they're not weirdos.
Yeah, yeah.
or would you ever homeschool your kid?
Unless they like had to,
Yeah, like.
but like no. I feel like that ruins kids
yeah.
because you know which kids are always homeschooled too. Even if they become
You
like
go into a crowd
well-known
and, like,
people, that you still know
I
because
saw
they're
this-
weird.
I saw this comedy thing a couple days ago, and it was a stand-up comedian, and he was talking about, he's like, who's the homeschool kids? And they'll raise their hands like, yeah, I can always tell. He's like, mommy, there's all these other people in the crowd.
It's true though. I mean, like look at with like quarantine.
Social, I mean, you have to.
With quarantine, have you been affected like how talking to people? Have you kind of been like I had a moment of
I
that.
don't talk to many people.
Well, like say
You're
like
the
you're
first person I've talked to in like 3 years.
say like you're going to like order something. Do you
Oh.
ever get like
Where are you ordering at?
like a pizza place or something?
Quarantine daddy.
Yeah, dude, I told you, but I was like 10 pounds. I think it's okay to eat pizza every week, and then look at me now. I'm like regretting
I
it.
visit once a week.
Yeah.
I always have my pizza night.
Oh yeah, you have to. You have to.
It's un-American, you know.
Yeah, but I was ordering. I think when was it? I think last week or something. And I remember she like asked. I said hi, and then I was about to just tell her like what I needed, and she said, "How are you?" And for some reason that threw off everything in my head, and I sat there it felt like a minute, and I just went, "Good. How are you?" And then she was like, "Good," and I went, "Huh." And then she's
You
like,
ever
"So
have,
what are
like,
you
someone
getting?"
Say, you ever have someone say, "Oh, what have you been up to?" I'm good.
I've done that.
Dude, it's the worst feeling. Like,
I
what a scumbag.
know with greetings, I'm always just like I either say the wrong thing or like
I'm a big. Hey,
I
how
can't
you doing?
hear. Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Or if they're like, "Hey, how's it going?" Good. How are you?
I'm really bad with like throwing it back, like especially with what's up. I don't know how to answer what's up. Like, hey, what's up? Like I don't know how to be like, oh, or being like, oh, what's up? How's it going? And saying it right back to them.
Yeah. Are you one of those guys like if someone says, "Hey, how you doing?" And be like, I woke up this morning.
Oh.
Getting after it.
No, like I
Every
don't.
day.
I like have to think, so I'm like, I don't know. I'll be like, yeah, good.
Yeah. Greetings are.
I like to get the awkwardness out of the way real quick.
I always just try to stick to the same one. Like I'm a big like I said, I'm big. If someone's like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm good. How are you? Or I say it. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? And they're like, "I'm good."
Do you try to make small talk when you're like, say you're buying something or like getting gas? Like, you ever try to be like, oh, how's your day going? To the cashier.
Oh. No.
No.
I don't really pay with cash at a gas station. Like I usually just go. card.
Okay, so say you're at the store.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of the people at the store I go to.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, I'm like, as kids,
Yeah.
as your husband, as your wife.
There's a lot of people who think I'm weird because I'll do that. I'll be like, oh, how's it going? They'll be like,
I feel
why?
Like you come off as like standoffish if you don't. Like,
Yeah.
you just sit there and you just wait like
Mhm.
while she's scanning everything. Like,
Yeah.
like Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing well, School started.
Dude, we know somebody who every time he had an interaction with somebody, it would make me go, "Oh my god,"
Oh,
because they would like say the weirdest stuff, or they wouldn't answer,
yeah, that's weird.
and they would just like sit there, or like it would be like, how's your day going?" Like trying to start, and they'd be like, "Good," and then just stop there,
Yeah, that's weird.
or like they would say something like asking them like, "Oh," like they'll be like, "Oh, weird weather out, huh?" Yep.
Yeah, I love
And then they'll
like,
stop.
How about that weather? That's when it's raining. Like,
I don't do that. I can't do that.
how about that weather?
I feel then I will cringe
You'd be
because I'm
like-
like, oh.
You ever been like, since you're a Rays fan, like, how about them Raiders, huh?
I hate when people talk about me in sports in public. Like
Yeah.
I don't like wearing jerseys or anything because they're like, oh yeah, go like they'll say what. My
I got
dad,
that the other
my
day,
dad hates it
like-
too, and I'm like, don't wear it then, because like on game days, like my dad will wear like the sweat, or like a sweatshirt or a
Yeah.
hat, and he hates it when guys come up to him and they're like, oh yeah, we got it, bro, and my dad's just like, what? Then I'm like, don't wear it
I
then.
have a Buccaneers beanie that I got at Ross because it was like $3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll wear that and like, Tom Brady, Gronk, we're going all the way. I'm like,
You feel what? Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Sometimes I forget what I'm wearing, and I'll ask him, and I'll be like,
I'm just
huh?
doing shit. I'm like, I don't have a.
There was one guy I was wearing a Lakers hat one time, and he was and this was when the Lakers were bad, so you wouldn't see a Laker fan, because now it's like all of a sudden everybody's Laker fan, and this,
That's good.
but but I was sitting there and all of a sudden this guy getting fired up, Lakers baby, like scared me, and he's like, check this out, pulls up his long sleeve and it was a button up, so he had to undo the
Tattoo.
button, tattoos like, check that out, man, right? And I was like, yeah,
that's
cool.
it.
And I was
That's
like,
just- that's
dude.
wrong. No,
Ugh.
that's like a. What's the. Oh, the Warriors. That's what I was going to say. The Warriors, all of a sudden, like when they were on their little spree, everyone
happens-
just,
It happens with
Golden
every
State.
team.
No,
Yeah.
but I can't be a Golden State fan because I didn't know I thought they were a brand new team. I was like, right when they started, I was like, man, is this a new team?
I thought they were
Warriors?
college.
Dude, I've
Because the
never heard
Golden
of
State, the state, and I was like, oh, they're a college that plays in the NBA. I thought they were just a good college team.
Yeah, so I didn't know they'd been around forever. But
Oh yeah, I know, because they weren't good at all. They were just kind of that team.
yeah, like until like what 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think 4 years ago. Yeah, the NBA is weird because it'll happen with that. Like I remember when Thunder was doing good back in like 2010 or 11. All of a sudden, everybody's a Thunder fan, and then everybody was a Celtics fan, and then everybody's a Laker fan.
Those damn bandwagons.
Yeah.
The damn legs.
Are you a Kings fan?
No.
No.
I don't watch basketball.
You don't?
Not really.
Would you like to go? Would you go to a basketball game?
I've been to a
Yeah.
King game. I've been to a couple King games, like I'm not a Kings fan. But
I've never been to a Kings game.
Yeah, I went and I was like high up,
Mm-hmm.
not courtside, but I was high up, and these two dudes, they were like a couple rows ahead at the very top, the last bleachers, so the walls right there. And they were just, every time they missed a shot,
Oh,
they would
yeah.
turn around and start hitting the wall. Dude, the wall was dented by the time the game was over. And they were, one of the dudes definitely a crackhead.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely a
For
crackhead. He
sure.
was like it came down to like, we had to make a couple free throws. And they're sitting there.
You just
sitting
fired
there,
up.
and the guy misses. No. And they started just hammering the wall. I was like, God. I was like, these guys, I bet they're not even Kings fans. They're just so pissed.
No, I was blown
More
away.
pissed that the guy missed the free throw and I would have got a free Chick-fil-A burger.
Oh yeah, that's the worst, man. What is it?
Chick-fil-A guy.
Oh yeah. You ever had it?
Not a fan. I've had it. I've had a bad experience with it because at American River before a game, or no, after a game, they gave
Oh,
us food
I was gonna say
That's right.
before a
They
game.
gave us food on the way back,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave us Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches, but they were so old by the time we got to them.
Oh.
I was like, this is disgusting. Disgusting.
Yeah.
What's
What
your
is
poison?
my poison?
What's
What?
your drink? What's your poison?
Oh, you mean like pick your poison? Like
Yeah,
what'd you
pick your
drink?
poison. What is it?
What do you like?
What's your go-to? Special occasion? You a brew?
No,
Scotch?
No.
Vodka?
I don't drink. I don't drink.
Jägermeister?
I made a pact to myself. I'm turning 21 soon, but I made a pact to never
Yeah, 'cause
drink
it's
alcohol
legal.
until 21.
I can expect that.
Yeah.
I haven't drank it.
Like I don't think I'm gonna be, especially like on after 21. I don't think I'm gonna be somebody who like continues. Like I don't think it's gonna be like a crazy thing. Like I think it'll be like every once in a while. Like say like you're at like a wedding, I guess, would be a good example or something, and like, you have a drink. Like, that's probably it.
Yeah, like, I am drinking, but I don't see the fun in it.
Yeah, I'll admit that. In senior year, I had a problem where I was like wanted to get involved in the party scene, and so I went to a couple parties. But like, I think I was like really disciplined. I was like, you made a pact when you were younger, like middle school. I was like, I want to stay straight edge through school and not do anything like that.
Yeah, I went to one. Why is my light not going off?
Say something.
Say something.
Say it again.
Say it again. Say it again.
You turned it off.
Say.
Maybe it'll pick up. I can use a way where I can use the phone probably to get some of your audio.
Yeah.
I wonder how long you've had it turned off.
It's been probably a while.
Because I thought I was glowing earlier when I checked. So
Yeah,
maybe
it might have been when I took off the mic.
Oh, maybe.
So it wasn't that one, but
I'll see. It probably wasn't
that's
that
awkward.
bad.
Sorry.
You can pick it up on here, and then I can find a way to do it on the video.
Yeah, you're the tech guy of this
The
shit.
tech guy.
Tech
I'm not
guy.
much of a tech guy. I YouTube everything.
I'm like one of those guys. Like, are you one of those guys? So if you buy something and it comes with directions, are you gonna read the whole directions? You're like, I can figure this out.
No, if I have
Don't
a
need
problem,
these.
I'll just Google it, or I'll look at it, and then.
I'm not a
I don't like to read
handyman,
it.
dude. I can't do anything. Can't do anything right.
Are you a big car guy?
No, I don't. I couldn't even name a type of car. If you drove past, like, oh, look at that car. I'm like, oh, fucking no.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I could put gasoline in my car.
I could-
I can check my oil. That's about it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you just pull it out.
Yeah,
Wash it off.
you're getting there.
You're getting there.
So, like, if you had a flat tire, you wouldn't
I'm
know what to
screwed.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I'm
I was
walking
thinking
home.
that. I think yesterday when I was driving and I was in like the middle of nowhere, and I was like, I'd probably be screwed, and I would have to ask somebody, or I would have to like find service.
Yeah, I'm walking home if that happens. Like, I have to.
Yeah, I don't understand. I think that's why I didn't do auto. I did auto shop in high school for the first semester, and I was like, all right, let's finish the semester.
That
and
class?
then bounce.
You took that class?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
It was like I wanted to go. So this was what pitched to me, but they hired a new auto shop teacher for the next year. But when we did the, where you look at the classes, they were like, we're just teaching you what to do if you were in like a situation, like how to change your tire. And I was like,
smart.
that's cool. Like
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
so
good
I'm
class.
gonna do it. Next year, this new guy took over, and he was like full on mechanic. Like he's like, I'll help you guys
Wear
get your
a
mechanic.
jumpsuit.
Oh yeah, he was like, you're gonna write your name and what time you came in, like you're clocking into a job.
Ooh.
And it was like
Am I
he would
getting
show us
paid for this
mechanic
job?
stuff. Yeah,
Am I getting paid? What?
he would show us like
10 minutes?
mechanic stuff, and I was like, I don't really care about that. I just want to know how to change my tire or like change the oil.
Yeah, if I was to pop a tire, like, I don't even know. I think I have a spare. I don't know how to get it. It's somewhere under my car.
Somewhere under my.
I think there's a crowbar in
Oh,
my.
you have that one where you have to unscrew it from like
I
the
have
back,
no
huh?
idea. No
Because it's
idea.
under.
Yeah, I think so.
Those ones
I'm
suck.
screwed. I'm telling
I
you,
have one of
I'm
those
jogging
too, I
home.
think.
It's gonna end up being a workout. I'm gonna run home.
I don't even know if I have a spare in my car.
Oh God,
Like I think somebody took it out and they forgot to put it back in there.
I got my spare stolen.
What?
No, it was good,
Remember, you should talk about when your car got stolen.
dude. My car's gotten broken into so many times. First, my car's actually got taken out of my front yard.
Yeah, I remember
My
that.
first car, it was like junior year. Where literally I go out in the morning to go to school. I'm like, hey mom, where's my car?
Oh my god.
And yeah, they literally, because it was a stick shift, so you can like pop it in a gear or whatever. And yeah, they stole it. And I was like, jeez, this sucks. And then we ended up finding it, but I ended up getting a new car. And then like last fall, around this time, I was living with my grandma in Sac, and my car got broken into. Like, but I didn't even realize. I got up in the morning at like 4 for weights and football, and I'm in the car. I'm driving. I'm like, why is my glove box open? Like, wait, why is everything on the ground? All they took was my registration. They didn't take anything but my registration and my handbook to my to my car.
Why?
I don't know, because
Maybe
I didn't.
they're planning on stealing it later, and they're like,
Well,
let's read about this before we take it.
No, but like they didn't take anything else
They took your
because I don't bring much.
registration.
I don't keep much in there.
Oh, you know what? So they could pretend. Maybe I don't
We also had a guy sleep in my car outside this house. I go out there in the morning, and the driver's seat is laid back.
Uh-huh.
They ate some of my food because I had like some snacks in the glove compartment in case I get hungry.
He's looking hungry.
But yeah, they ate the snacks. It was all over, and they were just sleeping. I was like, obviously, I'm all right with that. I'm like, that's fine. If you need a place warm,
Yeah.
sleep in my car, whatever. Just don't take it.
Oh man.
Maybe replace the food that you eat.
What? I can't believe somebody slept.
Yeah, slept in my car.
Did you like? Was he still there when you?
No,
walked?
he
okay.
got. He was up and at it early. He had to get to work.
I thought you got up and then you saw him.
That's awkward, dude. Imagine that. Like, oh, jeez. I know someone that, I think you might know him. They had a homeless guy in their bathroom.
What?
They woke up in the morning, like, and they go in there, and the guy's standing in the shower, and they're like, please get out.
Dude, that's scary. Oh
Yeah. What would you be? What would you do if someone like knocked on your door and was like, "Hey, can I use your bathroom and like, or can I shower?"
Well, where I live, I would be concerned.
Yeah,
I'd be
live
like-
where Charles Manson probably lived. You were pretty close to
Well, the
that
thing
area.
is, where I live, it's like a neighborhood and everybody knows each other. So, like, if it's somebody I know, maybe. But, like, if it's just some dude who just comes in and is like, hey, can I just... I'm like, no, dude, what? Where did you come from? The bushes? There's people when I
I
drive
don't
in the
know why
morning
when
to
you
work.
just said that. You know what I thought of?
What?
Have you seen Shrek 3?
Yeah.
Do the roar. I don't know why. The little kid like with the
Do
puppy.
the
Do the roar.
That always reminded me of Dom and Ethan for some reason. When I
Dude,
first
I
met
used
them.
to when I first met them, after I let them be linemen on my football team, I watched what's that weird movie? Alice in the Wonderland? Or Alice in the Wonderland?
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland, whatever it is.
Whatever. But they had the two kids, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Dude, I thought I was like, that is Ethan and Dom at age 9.
I remember when I first met them. Ethan I was cool with because he played 8th grade year with us, and I was like, oh, cool. And then Dom came along, and I didn't know he had a twin brother. I only thought he had an older brother. I thought Dom was an older brother. And I was like, who is this guy? And I was like, I don't know about
Do you
him.
know that Dom and I got into a fight through fisticuffs in at Deer Creek?
Oh, I've just heard rumblings of it.
Yeah. Well, more of the story. He
Right.
begs it
Is
different.
this because you were trying to take money from his mom with your football program?
No, I think this was before. I think this was before that.
Oh, so you
Before
like
I let
his
him try
style.
out for my-
You like this style. I was like, hey, kid.
Before I try, yeah, hey kid, I like how you scrappy. Come on by, try out. Come
You
about.
really gave me a run for my money.
No, but we were playing basketball, and he has a different story. His story's complete BS.
Yeah.
My story.
They don't remember anything, so I don't believe
So
anything.
here it is. He's running his mouth in the courts, and at that age, I ran the basketball courts in
Oh, yeah.
elementary, and he's running his mouth, and I was so sick of it, and I just put him up against the wall, and give him one pop to the stomach. And of course, he's a big kid, so he didn't feel it.
That didn't make him
gut.
happy, did it?
No, he didn't feel it. And that was just a little lesson, like a little sneak
Yeah,
peek of
don't
what could
mess with
happen.
me.
Don't mess with the Justin. But yeah, he acts like I just walked up out of no reason, punched him. It's complete bullshit. He was asking for it.
Yeah.
Run his mouth, and he's
Sounds
never had
like
someone
it.
put him in his place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he do? Did he come after you?
He didn't want none.
He didn't, did he?
He don't want it, no.
That was their thing. They
That's
would
when
talk.
then he begged to try out for my football team. He
Yeah.
was like, man, I got to be a part of this guy. This coach is my style.
What is it?
I punched my own teammate, or I punched my own kids as a coach.
How often do you think those two get in a fight, though?
Dude, in high school, they would throw down, dude. They show up to like football, black eyes.
Yeah,
bruises.
I remember that. And they'd be like, well, we got in a
Remember
fight.
going to their house, dude. The dishwasher's broken from them wrestling on it. There's a hole in the
Their
wall.
mom bounced one time, remember?
Yeah, dude.
And
No, Heather would threaten to film them if they didn't stop. Like, that's was to get them to stop. I'm going to film you, and then they'd stop, like, because no one wants to see two
I remember
apes wrestle.
they said
Actually,
the
they
wor-
weren't apes yet. Weren't apes anymore.
They said
they
the
were
worst
anorexic.
one that they got into. Their mom couldn't stop them, and so she left the house and called their uncle to get
Uncle
over and
Guy?
break it up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, yeah, they just love to fight. I don't know what it is.
See, my brother's like 6 years older than me, so we never like threw down.
Yeah.
But I'd smoke his ass.
Yeah, no, my brothers used to just... Because I think... Are my brothers... My brothers are a little bit older than 6 years than me.
Yeah, so
So
like
they would fight
but
me.
Imagine like if I had like a brother that I'm twins with, dude. I'm beating
Oh,
the crap
yeah,
out of
like
that
somebody
kid.
your age, yeah.
Yeah, come on. I wish I had a younger kid or younger.
Younger kid,
I wish
you
I had a
can make that
younger
happen.
sibling. I wish I had a younger sibling.
Oh man,
Bully him, make him tough.
bully.
Let me see. Wrap this up.
Let's wrap it
Reed,
up.
where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. You could, this part, I hate this part so much. You can follow me at my other podcast, Hatbox Mountain, and then you could also check that out if you're in the theme parks. But if you're not, that's okay.
Still go check it out. Give them a like, subscribe.
Yeah,
Do the
and then-
roar.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
I think that's it.
Yeah, you can follow me, JJ_man_20 on Instagram, Twitter. Follow this podcast on Instagram for updates on the show _with JR. That's what it is.
Isn't this
That's
like
what
the word?
username
Don't you
is.
hate like starting it and then ending it?
Yeah, it's
It's like the word. It's like, well, yeah, that too. But
I
it's
hate
like,
to see you go, but love to see you. Or what is it?
I hate
Michael
to see
Scott.
you go, but I love
I hate to see you
watch
go,
away,
but I
walk
like
away.
watching you walk away
Yeah,
because
that's
your
what
butt. That's what it is.
All
No,
right.
but guys, if you're not watching, if you're listening to this, which is fine because it's still available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, all that stuff, Anchor. But if you want to watch it, go onto YouTube and go subscribe to the show with JNR. Comes out every Monday. Hit a like button on this. Tell your friends. Tell your moms, please.
especially your moms.
Yeah, especially your mom. Give her my number too.
Heyo.
You can DM me. But yeah, we'll see you next time.
Stop. Oh God, dang it! I was on to the side for the recording. No, it's gonna be longer.